Indian startups raised $3.4 billion in March quarter. Like global, Indian startups are facing tough times amid funding crunch and mass firings. This can be evident from the weekly and monthly reports, and now the quarterly funding report for the first 3 months of 2023 shows a similar trend. However, there is a sign of improvement. Data compiled by FinTracker shows that nearly 260 startups have announced their funding during the Q1 2023. Among them, 229 deals were disclosed amounting to $3.4 billion, while 31 startups did not divulge their transaction details. The first quarter of this year also failed to produce a unicorn, which was quite common in 2021 and first half of 2022. Malbio was India's last unicorn that gained the status in September 2022. Month-on-month and quarter-on-quarter funding trend. FinTracker has prepared month-on-month and quarter-on-quarter charts to understand fund inflow in Indian startups since January 2022. A slight improvement from January and February, the investment in March was recorded at $1.3 billion. Interestingly, this is the highest funding since June 2022. The average monthly funding in 2021 stood at over $3 billion and over $2 billion in 2022. Coming to quarter-on-quarter growth, the trend is also the same for the past 2 quarters. Despite a flat growth, a bunch of companies have managed to grab big deals in equity and debt funding. Let's analyze this through top 25 deals across growth and early stage deals. Top 25 growth stage deals. In the top 25 growth stage deals, phonepe and lenskart have managed to go past the $500 million mark. While Walmart-owned phonepe scooped up $650 million across 3 tranches, SoftBank-backed lenskart scooped up $500 million from Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, adia. Fintech companies Creditbee and StashFin, supply chain financing platform Minify and Fresh2Home, an online platform for fresh meat, fish and seafood, have managed to rake in $100 million plus funding each during the first quarter. Top 25 early stage deals. Cardeco-owned Insurance Deco made a blockbuster entry with $150 million in Series A round, making it one of the largest funded startups at Series A stage. Electric vehicle-focused company Charge Plus Zone, upskilling startup NXT Wave, AI startup SpotDraft, SaaS company BeconStack, drone tech company Garuda Aerospace and others also raised a sizable amount in their early stage. The list of top 25 deals clearly reflects that investors have been backing startups in different spaces. City and segment-wise deals. Startup Capital Bengaluru saw 128 deals amounting to $1.7 billion, around 50% of the total deal size. Delhi NCR-based startups remained in second spot with $960 million in funding across 51 deals. Mumbai was in third position with 30 deals, whereas Pune, Chennai and Hyderabad saw 10 deals each. Segment-wise, e-commerce, which also included D2C brand, dominated the chart. SaaS, fintech and health tech were next on the list, while edtech managed to keep itself in the top 5 segment in terms of number of deals. Value-wise, EV was in the top 5 list. Series-wise deals. Q1 saw 82 seed funding, whereas 23 deals were in pre-seed stage. This was followed by Series A, pre-Series A where 49 and 24 startups got funded. In growth stage deals, pre-Series B, Series B and Series C saw 5, 9 and 9 deals respectively. In late stage funding, Series D also saw 9 deals, while there were 12 debt rounds, 3 bridge rounds and 11 undisclosed deals. Mergers and acquisitions. Amid fall in funding and bleak future, merger and acquisition among startups are inevitable. The first quarter saw few deals which were directly impacted by the ongoing crises. The acquisition of Sequoia and Tiger Global-backed GoMechanic by lifelong-owned Servizi is one such example. Once a promising unicorn company got acquired by the Delhi-based auto components manufacturer in a slump sale. In January, e-commerce roll-up firm Goat Brand Labs acquired home and lifestyle brand Chumbak, which has raised over $30 million in funding, for an undisclosed amount. As per sources, this was another fire sale acquisition. Meanwhile, edtech company Lead entered into an agreement with Pearson to acquire its K-12 learning business in India for an undisclosed amount. InTracker has prepared a list of notable mergers and acquisitions in Q1 2023, which also include the acquisition of personal loan provider Upwards by digital lending platform lenskart and a cash and stock deal worth 100 to 120 crore. Layoffs. Layoffs continue to haunt the Indian startup ecosystem during the first quarter of 2023. However, the frequency of firing employees was quite low in March and February against January, when we saw layoffs almost every day. As per data compiled by FinTracker, citing various media reports, more than 6,000 employees have been fired during Q1 2023. EdTech companies including BYJU's, Unacademy, Upgrad Campus, saw the most number of layoffs, followed by ShareChat, GoMechanic and Swiggy. Several global startups with significant presence in India such as iCertis, InMobi and Unifor also fired employees during the first quarter. This number could be more than expected, as several layoffs might have not been reported. In 2022, the layoff numbers were more than 20,000.